So today we are building another one of these. It forks the rear ones, not a double. We just got done cutting and measuring. So now we're just welding it on. Tacking it on and get the welds once we get all of them on. We'll get back with you whenever we get all three of them on.
Alright, we're up here on a Saturday. We're doing some welding. We're making another bale spike for the rear. Xander's grinding right now. We're grinding off our edges and check our weld. We've got it framed in. We're going to weld the spikes on, the 4 spikes, and then we have to bolt on these 2 forks up here on the top so we can have a rear bale spike for the other tractor. We still have to do a front one for it as well. We ran out of material, so we'll run to the metal yard on Monday, Dundee Steel and Seminole, and pick up some more metal. That way we can make the front double spike as well. So we'll we got the spikes over here. I'll show you what they look like. I got the spikes here. We'll stick them on like this. Actually, they go on the bottom. Put them here, and then that'll be pretty much what it does. We'll weld them on straight, and then they'll be at the bottom to spike it. Little video on some random crap around the farm today, making a mess of things. Really, is what we're doing. We're loading out some hay for a guy right now. He's got like 7 left to get. We had some hay left over from last season, and he wanted it all, some Sudan grass. So we got to unhook it and bring it over here because it's our template. And then if you can see it there, if you can, that front spike's a double, and the other one we have is a single, it's just around back. So we'll make it a double as well. But pretty exciting stuff for us. We have the round baler done. Alice needs to be serviced. The square baler's done. The other LS is ready. The rake is finally finished. I didn't do any footage on that thing. It took us a month and a half to fix. It would have been the most boring footage ever. What we in essence did, I'll do a quick rundown of it. It's a Vermeer R23 we bought pretty cheap. Put about $1,000 into it. I bought it cheap enough. Let's start with the front. Tubes in the tires, new wheel bearings. New caster wheel bearings, redid the jacks, insert grease zerks. Each bearing had to be replaced, packed, and cleaned out. The black ones are ones that are questionable. They actually do a hub now instead of this old style bearing. It has 230 new rake teeth, which were an absolute nightmare to change. We need to do a little grinding and painting. You can see here, a little rust from sitting outside the previous owner. New jacks in the back, which were a horrible mess to take off. New stands, these were broken. The bushings were worn out, had to weld new plates, new holes, drill new holes in with a mag drill. Re-greased the whole rear end of it. Had to fill and replace a bunch of zerks, new tires. And you say, why did you do all that? Well, we're going to try a basket rake this year. We got rid of our ground-driven V-rake. We feel like this is going to help us in the grasses that we do. We had to do some pretty major repairs here and to get on both arms. Our welder did that for us. Dusty, he's fantastic. Does a wonderful job for us. And then we had to bend each one of these bars back out. You can see where I've had them hot. We had to bend them and then bend the arcs as well, the ends. Otherwise the teeth were all rubbing. It was an absolute job. It took us, I'd say, a month and a half by the time we had on parts. Had the time to do it, pounding things out that were so rusted in. It was tough. Xander wasn't here for this project. He's still in school. But me and Chance yeah, it took us some time. We'll get some more footage of this assembled when we're done, and we'll be back. All right, another quick video here. We're finishing up on the hay spike. We've got the tines welded on. Pretty straight. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Got this all welded together. All we gotta do is to bolt the forks on and hang the strap off of it, weld the strap to it where it hangs on the tractor. I'll show you on this one. This is where we're headed. I mount these. Now I gotta weld those on. So, getting pretty close to getting it done. So we're trying to, my neighbor driving by. Trying to get her finished up today. It's about 80 degrees, fairly hot. It's hot in this barn. So we'll try to get those on. I think we're out of flat strap. We'll look around for some, but actually I think I have some laying over there, Xander. Flat strap. I think there's a plate of it laying right there. We'll have to cut it, but otherwise just go buy a piece of 3-inch. We don't have to cut it. Both still have to drill holes in it. Either way. All right, well this is just a little more footage. Xander's gonna clean up our welds real quick. Try to get all that cleaned off. Safety glasses, safety first when it comes to throwing steel wire around. Steel mag flex, or whatever that's called, that liquid magma. I don't know what to call it. Slag, I bet. That's what it's called, slag. All right, we'll get some more footage of it done. All right, so we're trying to snazz this one up a little, make it snazzy versus the rusty one. So we're dumb, you know what we just did? Forgot to put the hangers on it. I still have to weld it. Well, we're dumb apparently, because I still have to put the straps on it. So we're going to grind that paint off and touch all that up. But anyway, it looks pretty good other than that. We did it caution yellow, so that way if anyone's walking up behind us, or driving down the road, like we carry tractors down the road a lot, driving them, I mean, we'll put some reflector strips on it, and that way at least it can be seen from the rear. Well, aside from our stupidity, it looks really good. Welds look good. There's a little botch there in the middle I had to repair on my part, but other than that, it looks really good. But we'll grind them off in the spots it needs to be and weld it and then touch it back up. So just a little update. All right, here's a quick update on the hay fork. Rear spike, we've got it painted, put new pins in it, got the hay spikes mounted where we want them, and then we need to bring the other one in and paint it as well. This is the one I just got finished. Me and Xander worked on over the weekend. Chance and I finished it yesterday. We had to weld on the back tabs where you lift it because we weren't paying attention when we put it together. As I said in that video, we were dumb apparently and weren't paying attention to what we were doing. So anyways, we got them all mounted. It's all on. And then me and Chance mounted all the hardware yesterday for the spikes. So I went and picked up pins today. These are 1-inch pins. I think they're 6 inches long, 6-inch, 1-inch pins. It's really overkill for this particular thing, but I couldn't find the shorter ones that I wanted. So this is all that they had stock at our local Atwoods or like a Tractor Supply type store. But that's just to cap off that video, showing that that one's done and completed.